Hey there, everybody. What's going on? This is Sam Schmidt, your host with I Should Be Ashamed, the podcast where I talk to you. How's it going? How are you? Sorry for the late episode. I apologize. It would have been on time if it weren't for a pesky relative dying. Ugh, can you believe that? Can you believe that would happen? I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. All zero loyal listeners that this is late because of that. I apologize. That's on me. It was an old relative. It's okay. Don't worry too much. It's all good. We'll get into it. Don't worry. How you doing though? How are you? I'm doing fine, man. We're chilling. Some some silent ESPN's on in the background. I'm sipping a nice coffee from yesterday because that's the type of guy I am. It's gonna be both. It's gonna be an all over the place podcast today. It's gonna be goofy. It's gonna be might be touching, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be horribly offensive, probably. And I should be ashamed of all of it. But instead, I'm recording it and putting it on the internet where it will exist for infinity. That can't be good, can it? Uh, who knows? Who the hell knows? Man, what was your weekend like? I bet you didn't get as much done as I did. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. Was it? I gotta tell you, man, this is okay. Nah, let's not even do that yet. Let's stay silly. We're staying silly for a minute. Being goofy. How are ya? I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting podcast, man. Sorry for putting it out late. It's gonna be an interesting week coming up. I think, dude. Let's start with this, dude. There's a showcase that I'm hosting. Ooh, shit. Showcase I'm hosting. Uh, damn, dude. I have to rattle off like 12 minutes here. 12 minutes. That'll be fine. I got it. I got it, he said, not getting it. Oh, dude, it'll be fun. Come on out. Foxtail Fermentation Project. The homies gonna be hosting out there. Got some funny person on the I'm totally fucking around. No, I'm very excited for this lineup. Oh, I am actually. That is true. I am very excited for this lineup. Very interested to see how it goes. I've been told that I do have ripcord powers if necessary, which hey, could be necessary. Could be necessary. Actually, you know what? Is it necessary or do I just let it go? Let it go. Let it go. Maybe I do. Who knows? I never knew I. Mic check. I never knew I. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, dude. Come on out. That'll be June. I'm gonna plug it again at the end. Don't worry. Don't worry. June 4th. Yeah, June 4th. So come on out. That'll be good times, bad. No, probably not bad times, but mostly good times. Good times. You know what? Good times. Good times. Good times. Good time. Good times. Good time. I don't know. Now I'm just being a goofy goof. Look at me, the goofy goof. Alrighty. You know what? Let's start talking. Let's start talking. All honesty, you guys, I have to say, I don't know. This might sound silly, but I really don't. Time is interesting. Time and life are interesting in that we can go so long without living much of it, you know? And then suddenly you've lived so much. That doesn't make sense at all, does it? It's what I'm trying to say. Like you can get a lot done at once, right? You can crunch life a little bit. I would say I did that this weekend, man. There's a lot of life lived this weekend. A lot more life lived. I would say I lived more life this weekend than I've lived in maybe the last 3 years. Really. Like it's sincerely. I think in like a week, Wednesday to Wednesday, last Wednesday to today, I really do sincerely think that I've lived more life than I lived 3 years before that. So let's walk through it, man. Let's get into it. Should we do it in order? Let's do it in order. It's gonna start so fun. It's gonna start so fun. Actually, yeah, let's do it in order. The Goof and I we actually this weekend we went to our like the first wedding we've been to, right? As a couple. She was like in the wedding party and I was like chilling in the back. But it is true. And it was a very good time, man. Genuinely a better time than I thought it would be. Me, a negative Nancy over here, not expecting it to be very fun, but ended up having a really good time, dude. So what I'd say about it is that like first day is all travel, right? Which your boy doesn't love, but it is what it is. First flight, oh San Jose into Phoenix Airport. Ugh. Straight garbage, dude. Fucking Eugene, Oregon is airport better than fucking Phoenix's airport. Fucking gross. Sucked. Just like the rest of that dog shit state. So like that was fun, but then we flew into Indianapolis. Flew in there, right? I'm gonna tell you guys this story. It'll be fun. Flew into Indianapolis. Get picked up. We stay the first night with one of with the bride and the groom, or who live in town, right? You don't just have weddings in Indianapolis. Someone's got to live there. And so we're there, and I'm there, and everyone knows in Indianapolis, marijuana is looked at far differently than it is here on the West Coast. So while I'm over there, I'm like, hey, I may as well go find some tobacco products that I can enjoy. So I look for a smoke shop, and I see one's pretty close by. Sorry, taking a sip of the coffee. So I decide, yeah, let's make a little trip over there. I'm gonna take a little walk. Beautiful neighborhood, huge houses, all like surrounded by trees. It's gorgeous. Flat as fuck, but gorgeous. So I'm looking. Let me get to this smoke shop, right? And it's a smoke shop, dude. It's a thing that I find that I like about the Midwest. You walk out of the woods and into the not the hood, but it gets a little disenfranchised pretty quickly if you catch the drift. So I'm out there and I see the smoke shop and I'm like, fuck it, let's go in. I walk in. And it's this dude, right? Like 5'10", but like built up. He's a big dude, tight white t-shirt, khaki pants, right? Gold like I like gold rose gold chain, right? Big black dude, gold like gold rose gold chain, tan pistol on the head, tan pistol on the hip, and the best customer service I've ever received in my life, bro. The best customer service I've ever received in my life, bro. He's like, "Sir, how you doing? It's a pleasure to see you today. What brings you in? What are you looking for?" I say, "Hey, man, I'm from out of town. I'm here for a wedding. Just looking for something to, get me through the week." He's like, "Oh, sure. Where are you from?" From I was living out in California. He goes, "Oh man, you're from California? Oh man, all right. Here." And the first he's like, "Check these out. These are like our CBD vapes." And I'm like, "Oh, you guys can do CBD?" Oh, he's like, "Yeah, we can do some CBD stuff out here." And he's showing me some of the tobacco stuff. I asked him about like the vape thing. He's like, "Oh, go talk to my associate." His associate's on the other side of the class. I just went through the little door. This man's associate, right? Polar opposite build, tall and skinny, as opposed to like 5'9", 5'10", and ripped, tall and skinny, right? And oh man, he's got braids. He's sitting there, I shit you not, buttering buttering a Popeyes biscuit. And he says, "Oh man, you're from California. That's cool, man. Hey, hey." And we're talking for a minute. I see him look over. He's like, "Oh yeah, man. I think he's got what you're looking for." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So I walk out and I go over there. And the first guy, he's smiling still. He's like, "Hey, so you looking for something a little more like what you're used to?" And I say, "I mean, shoot, what are we talking about here?" "Come with me to the car." Right? He says, "Come with me to the car." He leads. I follow. That was the key. He was willing to lead. If he'd made me go first, hell no. I'm not going. I'm not that. No, no. We're not doing that. I'm not leading you to your car. That never ends well. But if you're taking the lead and trying to, I'll follow behind. There's gonna be a few. I'm gonna have a few steps in between, but I'll follow behind. Let's get out to the car, and he opens up the passenger door and reaches in and he pulls out a bag. And I'm telling you, I'm expecting like the most leafy hash fucking stem filled Ziploc. This dude pulls out the dispensary bags, man. The real ordeals, right? Cracks it open, tears the seal, take a sniff. It's the real shit. Not touched up, not stepped on, not fucked with, nothing. It's an eighth. It's the lowest grade they'll deal with is an eighth. No more. Excuse me, no less. Not worth doing business, which I can understand, considering the risk you're incurring, things going on. So he tells me the price, $55 for an eighth. Now you're talking to a Midwest motherfucker. That's probably some numbers you can get up your head around. From an Oregon boy, current California feller, could not justify it. I tell him, maybe I'll come back. I'll come back. Yeah, I'll tell him, maybe I'll come back the next day. So for now, hook me up. Got a couple back with a couple other things, right? Got up out of there. Said, hey man, I get it. Have an awesome day, and I'll tell you, I would recommend anybody go to that smoke shop. If I knew where it was, if I remembered, I would tell anybody to go there. Just a random one in Indianapolis. But shout out that dude. I will always shout out terrific customer service. He brought terrific customer service to the table. And I can appreciate that, man. I can appreciate that. That was all just the first night, man. Got to hung out with the bride and the groom's dogs. That was a lot of fun. Next day, a little bit. Then the next day, actually, this was genuinely really cool. Genuinely super cool. I went to the International Motor Speedway. That that was cool, dude. Well, the International Motor Speedway, which is where they do the Indy 500, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, dude. This thing international? No, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, dude. IMS. Do no. Racing capital of the world, dude. It was very, very cool place to be at. Honestly, like went down there, checked it out, saw Graham Rawl do some practice laps. That was super freaking cool, dude. So that car fly around a little bit. Dude, it was so cool down there, man. I had no idea how fucking huge that thing was. Like I knew it was big. I had no idea. I had no idea how unreasonably huge that thing is, man. Like there's a whole golf course within the fucking racetrack, and it doesn't even take up like a lot of it. So crazy, man. It's so unreasonably cool. So fucking cool. I'm not even like a car guy at all. I could give a shit really about cars. It was cool as fuck. It's just like sports history, which you know what, your boy loves that. I'll always be down with some sports history, man. It really is so cool. Down there, dude. Went to the museum. Went into the bought some merch. I have an Indianapolis 500 hat, dude. It's the best one. Just like gray and tan, right? It's like a light tan, almost white trucker mesh. And the front's like a dark tange gray color. And just like it's all plain, nothing, no logo, just a little tiny tire with the wing logo just in the corner. So small you can barely see it. It's awesome. It's awesome. Love it. I'm gonna start rocking that bad boy a lot more. So as soon as the hair gets, like, I have shorter hair now, so it's like it's less enticing to wear a hat. But like I'll still rock that hat every now and then. It's very cool. And it was just that was a sick trip. Picked up a couple of pieces of swag. Got some gifts and such. It's always gifts and such are always cool things to pick up for people. So I got a few of those up on there. I mean, that was a very cool stop along the trek. It was a good time. I don't think there's anything else about the Indy car. No, man, it was just very cool though. Your boy was way down. Excuse me. And then Yeah, that was the main touristy thing we did then. On the way back, we went to a dollar store. That was pretty sick. Bought a bunch of sunglasses for $1.25 each. Rip off, I know. Why don't we just call it the fucking 5 quarter store now? Let's call it 5 quarters. That'd be perfect. But yeah, dude, I got 4 pairs of sunglasses. I got $5 worth of sunglasses. $5 worth of very shitty sunglasses. Got an all got an where Sam's right. You're probably like, Sam, why'd you get 4 pairs? They probably all look very different style. Nope, all exact same style. Knock off Ray-Ban, each and every one of them. And they're saying, why would you do that? Well, because they all have different themes, and all the themes are coming up in the next few months, and I figured it'd be worth it. What themes could those be? Well, I got some. They got some Pride sunglasses. Shout out! Got the rainbow on them. That's coming up. Got myself my American flag ones because Fourth of July is coming up. Memorial Day was just this weekend. Shout out the troops. And then I got the Juneteenth ones because you can't not shout out Juneteenth. That's important. It's very important. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear them all at once and strictly support gay black veterans. That is that is all that is it. If you are a gay black veteran, I support you fully and completely. Shout out. I'm repping all the sunglasses at once for all of you. Some people wear their heart on my sleeve. I wear my heart on my sunglasses, you dumb. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I did buy a bunch of different, because why not? I'll mess around with them. I'll have them in rotation. I don't know which ones I'll wear tonight. I might wear maybe the Juneteenth ones tonight at Caravan. That could be cool. Sick Juneteenth glasses. Maybe those. I don't know. Caravan's a tough one to run wear glasses too, because that doesn't start till fucking 10. If you're wearing glasses after 10 p.m., you're a dick. Or like, I don't know, Ray Charles. I think that's kind of it. But yeah, anyways, that was that. That was that day. A real productive day. Um the next day, dude, this was also very fucking cool because it was Friday. We still had time. It was like before the practice rehearsal. I just said the wedding practice. I'm so fucking stupid. Yeah, before the wedding practice. No, yeah, yeah. So before the rehearsal, we had time. So we were like, "Yo, let's go get a tour of Lucas Oil Stadium." Lucas Oil Stadium, for people who don't know, the home of the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts, for those who don't know, are a professional American gridiron football team. And they're solid traditionally, kind of. Peyton Manning, so, he made them solid for a long time. He really did, yeah, dude. But it was a very very cool tour, right? You go in, they like show you around the concourse real quick, but then like they take you up to the take you up to the press box. You're able to walk through the press box, look at the fields from like way up above and all that stuff. Be able to check all of that out, which is very cool. Definitely. That was already like pretty cool. It was like a $15 tour, right? So I was already like, oh, wow, $15 and get up in the press box at Luke Soil Train. That's pretty cool. It's not where it's at being cool, dude. The next step was to go down like to like the locker room. We're down the locker room. We're like, oh shit, dude, this is the fucking Indianapolis Colts locker room. Like the fucking like the Colts logo and the carpet, all the lockers there. They showed us like the locker where they had used to have Peyton Manning's locker, but they took it out after he left the team. All that fun mess. in in in. We went into like the fucking coach's office. It was honestly fucking tiny, dude. Get a better fucking office. Frank Reich, what are we doing here? Frank Reich still there? I don't think Frank Reich is. Colts. This is the part on the podcast where Sam looks down stuff. Hey, Colts coach. Shane Steichen. Yeah, old Eagles. Yeah, come on, Shane. What the fuck? Get a better law. Get a better fucking office, dog. They took us past there. They took us into there. Checked it out. Took us into like the podium room, like the media room. Then we went out on the field, dude. It was like a real. Really wish I had a football. Dude, I should just like ball up my T-shirt and just like, hey, dude, throw this to me in the end zone real quick. That would have been awesome. But anyways, yeah, man, it was so fun. It was like genuinely a good time. Like as a big sports nerd, obviously, I was gonna be like, dude, it's very cool to come to like a building where it's like that's where like Eli beat Brady for the second time. You know, it's like where Peyton sent them to the Super Bowl several times. It's very cool to be able to check that shit out. I enjoyed it. But now, like, I was like, how many NFL stadiums have I been in? I haven't been in many, dude. I've not been in many. Been at AT&T for a college football game. Obviously, been at Levi's for college and pro games. Beyond that, been at mm, been AT&T, yeah, AT&T, Levi's, and now Luke Soil. And it's like not even a game going on. No, and I would love to go back to see a game, but also it's cool things to be like be watching on TV and be like, oh yeah, I have been there. At least I think. Maybe you guys don't care. Probably don't. Who cares? I don't care what you think, dork. Your opinion does not matter to me. All right, what are we? About halfway through this thing? Nice. Nice. I don't know. But yeah, that was all that. Now let's get to the wedding. Let's get into the wedding stuff, dude. The wedding, let's put it this way, it was Catholic. So buckle up. If you know, right? A lot of listening and standing and people talking and stuff. Ugh. Did the whole did the whole practice thing. It took like an hour to get through the practice, dude. It's painful as shit. No one deserves that. Just sit there and just oh my god. And look, maybe this is my issue, right? But I just can't sit there to myself and be like, yo, you know, you know what God wants? All of this is what like all of this shit. Like I can't because the church is like so gaudy and it's like all the pictures of like think about that, dude. All those pictures of Jesus getting hung up. Like if I'm Jesus, how unstoked am I that that's the thing that they don't remember me with? Someone's had to have said some shit about that before. I'm not the first human being to have ever said that. There's no way in the world. But like it's still a wild like imagery. Like that's the one we're using. And it's purposeful, it's to get to somebody. To get to you. God doesn't care about all that, man. It's too much. God doesn't give a shit. You know, at least you might be like, Sam, who you just say this made in God's image, so fuck you. Brr. It's just that's dumb logic. Yeah, dude, I'm a dummy savant. I'm just smart enough to be really stupid. That's my superpower. Anyhow, moving on. Moving on up. Yeah, we did the whole practice thing and went to a Italian place afterwards. And I will say, I am not. I'm not a family style dinner guy. Really not. I don't like it. I want to have like my own thing. I want to have my thing. Even if like we only have two options of what to eat, it's like I would rather still like have my option and have my portion and have my stuff. Because it's like I'm getting freaked out. Like I'm freaked out. Like I'm freaked out. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. And it's like a lot of people can relax, and I get that. I'm not that guy. I'm not. I want to know it's mine. I want to see the line. I want to be like, okay, this is this and that is that, and it's all that. I think that's reasonable. Maybe you don't. It's because you're dumb dumb. You don't agree with me. If you don't, it's your fault, not mine. It's your problem that I'm neurotic. Fuck. Ugh, Scarlett Johansson feeding. Fucking you feed him. You do it. Do it yourself. Freak. Sorry. That just came on TV. It came out. ADD moment. Yeah, dude, we had time. It was fine. I'd say I ate pretty fucking well on this trip up until the last day. Last day I kind of splurged, but dude, ate pretty good up until then. Went to yeah, we got the Italian food, and I'll say shout out the homie Scott, dude. Bride's older brother, former like not former, current Marine. He's the shit, dude. Dude rules. Him and I went to like the Scar Bar like two or three times, like three times. I ruled. Dude, there's a cigar bar right there off like the main circle in downtown Indy. Forget the name of it, but it was fucking fun, dude. Without weed, it's like I may as well go get a fucking cigar buzz going. Little, little sucking puff, little sucking puff action, baby. Oh god, yeah, it was fun. Down there, talk shit. The old marine stories, dude. Funny as fuck. Dude's wild. Them dudes wild. Hell yeah, they protecting our ass. Appreciate y'all home. Those wild motherfuckers. Yeah, then Saturday is the day. Wedding day. Um, Goof had to leave real early 'cause she was wedding party. Instead, and that meant that I could just hang out the whole time, right? And right about this time is when I was starting to get the calls. That I had a great grandma who was about to start to head the way out, right? And so at this point, there was like I went to the wedding, right? And it was like I wasn't feeling awesome about things. Wasn't loving where I was at. So I was like kind of guilty, kind of want to be back there, kind of want to do a few things, right? We go to the wedding. Wedding is not as long as I thought it would be, and I'm sitting next to a couple of dudes. They're pretty cool. Friends of the grew, and we were like a little whispering through, have some fun. And I will say, the good Lord made my legs very long so that when I'm kneeling, I can also, kind of be sitting at the same time. So shout out God for that one too. And you know what I did? And so we did the wedding, and it was all the whole thing, all dressed up in gray suit and all that shit. And I went back to the hotel and I wasn't feeling great. I really wasn't. And I kind of felt guilty for not being back in Portland and all that. Then I got a call from my aunt. My aunt was like, "Oh yeah, it's how she's over here. She was over there with her." They were like, "Hey, you want to talk to her?" And I was like, "Doc," she's like, "Nah, she can't really talk too much. She's not like that, but she can definitely listen. She can definitely hear you." So talk to her and I tell her a few things. Like, "Hey, I love you," all this stuff. And I say, like, I love you, and I'm so grateful for you. And then I headed home like tomorrow, and I was headed home Sunday this year, this Sunday. Didn't happen, unfortunately. Didn't make it. Timing didn't work out. Just a little late, but truly one of the last things that happened was that she got to hear from me, and that honestly felt all right. My aunt friend, she's like, "Yeah, no, she was that was a cognizant moment, a little bit." And I know it's gonna sound sad. It is a little sad, but it's also very natural, and it worked out in a way that could have been much sadder, and it wasn't, which I will appreciate. But anyways, after having that conversation and talking to my aunt, reminding me that it was gonna be cool, I actually was able to go enjoy myself that night, which was fun, dude. Fun, dude. Fun. I had a lot of fun, hung out with some fun people. We listened to fun music. We danced. I talked to the video guy. Talked to the audio. Talked to the DJ. Drank a lot. Had a good time. Slept like an hour. Cigar. Slept like an hour. Hopped on back to Portland. As I said, as I got into Portland, got a call from my fucking mom of all people. Let me know what happened. The one person who's not just hilarious, but perfectly normal. So I get into Portland, right? Now this is where I think it's kind of wild. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's normal. Maybe it's how things go. But I get into Portland and I see the whole family, right? It's a little depressing. They're like moving out some of the dead old lady stuff. I think my aunt was a little shaken up. She was the one I think that first found her. But anyhow, they all we were all there. And I hadn't been around everybody in a minute, and it felt good. It's a good group. I like. I really do like my family, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing to have. Not everybody can say that. A lot of people are petty and messy, and we're petty and messy in our own ways. But they're still kind of cool. We're never as bad as we could be, which I think is a fair line to have. Anyhow, I get back there and we're hanging out. And I'm teasing. I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'd beat the fucking 8,500 if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys would have just told me that I shouldn't make the trip all the way out here, it's already over." And now we were making light of it as you should. I think personally. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out Alwana, dude. Sorry that the podcast was late because of her. Ugh, I couldn't believe it either. So disappointing. Yeah, man. No, shout out the old lady. She was very cool. Eventually, she wasn't always very cool. She had her moments like anybody, but some very cool. Sorry. Anyhow, where was I? Oh yeah. So man, I was in Portland, right? And eventually went back over to my dad's place. Well, we went to from my aunt's place to my grandma's old place. We all Looked through a couple of things, found some like paperwork for the paper end and paperwork and stuff like that. Pulled out a couple of little memories, trinkets, all that kind of stuff. Dicked around. Stopped over at my brother's place, which he's living. He's living where we grew up, which is kind of cool. He's living at my dad's old place. I think my dad's renting it to him. I don't care to ask. Um, yeah, man. Then went over, stayed at my dad's place while I was in town. It was cool. We on the way back, I was like, "Yo, can we stop this Winko? I need to like check this Winko card balance." He's like, yeah, sure." Got out of the car, snuck over to the fucking dispensary across the street, got a couple of joints. Like, oh, thank God, looking for this all fucking week. It was like, oh boy, $8 for two joints as opposed to fucking 55 for what fucking what would have been three and a half. Good Lord, good Lord. So we so we did that. Went back to the house and fell asleep way early. I was exhausted. We rewatched a fucking horrific Timbers game where they got their dicks kicked in. They're not fucking good. And then you know, we went on. I went to sleep, dude. And I was out until the next day. Next day was Memorial Day, dude. Woke up, helped my dad, my grandfather. My grandpa, dude, credit to him. His fucking mom died like a day and a half before Monday. He's like at my dad's house working on something. Everything's all good. Dude, I love it. I love it, dude. Those dudes are, I don't want to say the best bottle it up and shove it inside people I know, but god damn it, they're both tremendous at it. They are both tremendous at it. So we you know, we next day, man, was Memorial Day too. My dad's vet. He's just recently retired. We went out to the gravesite. I've been out there with him before, man. Sometimes you go up and just like not a shoulder, be just another person there. And it is something, man, where it's like, you can agree or disagree the with the politics, the decision making, the rationale behind things, but a lot of the people, most of the people that get hurt are just people who doing a job. They had no say over any of it. They're just trying to do well for themselves, their family. Be tough. I see a lot of it, and so I hadn't noticed it before, man, but I saw Pops throw down a quarter on one, dude. That's tough. I don't know what you know about your military traditions, but go look up coins on graves. You'll see why that one's a fucking bummer. There were a lot of dimes, a lot of pennies. That quarter though, that blew. Oof, I felt that. Then actually in the same cemeteries, my great grandfather, the one who was married to the lady who just passed. He's up there. She's gonna be up there with him soon, but he's up there. He was a World War II guy. World War II. Because he's a World War II guy. So shout out, beating Nazis. It's a generally commendable activity. Is defeating Nazis, in my opinion. So yeah, man, went on and did that. Salute. Yeah, man. Went on back, had a sick little pulled pork slider, two of them. Then got went back up to Vancouver, watched Miami and Boston, dude. Oh my god. Boston, what happened, dude? Three straight games you come out balling, and then just games. I mean, look at Jason Tatum rolling his ankle is a bummer. Jason Tatum rolling his ankle immediately is a bummer because that completely changes the game plan for the Boston Celtics, right? Going into that game, what you have to say is, Jason, you're a star. Be extremely aggressive. Try to get to the paint. Take your shots you can know you can hit. Get to the paint, and what you're gonna do is force Miami to have to focus on you. Get the ball out to the stud guys like Brown, like Smart, White, who can produce from either out there by getting them to land themselves and get the ball movement going, you know? And you have Tatum on like the first fucking drive of the game or whatever, falling onto an ankle and just falling onto a foot and just rolling the hell out of his ankle. It immediately limits the entire offense because you're taking away the fucking cornerstone, dude. What are we doing out here? If the guy who's supposed to make things happen can't fucking play, then everyone else. I mean, look at, and then you're running your offense through fucking White, which is crazy to me. It's crazy to me that a guy, and look at, I like White. I like what he can do. I like what he can do on the floor. I like how he looks. I like everything about this fool. But dude, why at this point are you running the offense to this guy? Why is number one? Why is Jaylen Brown not stepping up and being this star he's supposed to be? I've never been the biggest Jaylen Brown believer, and my God, it's proving itself even more so right now. Beyond that, dude, you have White trying to run the entire off. It was frustrating to watch. That was frustrating to watch. I mean, going into halftime, I had to find the quote because it was awesome. It was TNT had the game, which best NBA best TV crew maybe period are the NBA on TNT guys. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Charles Barkley, um, um, Kenny, yeah, and then dude, it's yeah, squad. Kenny the Jet Smith, but that's yeah. But anyways, the quote is from Ernie Johnson: Jimmy Butler, first half. Give me your impression of what he's been able to do. He's got 11. Right? That's what he asked Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, immediate response verbatim. I swear to God. I thought he was good, but I gotta say, man, watching these dumbass Celtics makes my head hurt. Dude, rolled over laughing. He was absolutely fucking right, dude. He was absolutely fucking right. They were playing dumb, dumb fucking basketball, dude. Putting up contested fucking tough shots, not adjusting the game plan at all. So what happens when you have a dude who a year ago you would have never expected to be your coach, trying to go out there and make things happen? Dude, he has no idea how to fucking call a game like that. He has no idea the adjustment. You got me. He's got no idea how to completely transform the offense in that moment. You can't. How? He's not gonna do it, dude. He's not gonna do it. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing that you would ask of a person to be able to figure all of that out just like that. Especially someone who just wasn't prepared for it like that. But regardless, Miami won, just dominating fashion. Second half, same shit, different half. Fucking Caleb Martin was a goddamn gangster. A goddamn gangster. He's hitting everything, dude. Jimmy didn't even have to lead the way. Caleb Martin was leading the way, dude. What the fuck was oh, who said it, man? Someone had, I think it was I think it might have been Kenny. Uh Caleb Martin's playing so good. I'm about to give his brother a 5-year, $50 million contract. He's playing so good. We're about to give his twin brother a 5-year, $50 million contract. It's crazy, bro. Oh man, he was balling, balling. Respect to him, man. Fucking respect to him. But yeah, that was Monday night. That was Monday night. And then Tuesday morning, when this podcast would usually be out, I had to travel. Full flight, middle seat was the expectation. Well, first, let's start with this, man. Oh, and last thing on the NBA. Looking forward to the finals. It's gonna be sick. Anyways, last fucking part of this travel affair, right? Might have been my very favorite thing to happen this entire weekend. Out of all those cool things, out of all those emotional things, out of all that life being lived, my very favorite part might have been Tuesday morning coming back. The day after Memorial Day. So I assume it's gonna be like just hectic at the airport. Like a 9:50 flight boards at like 9:10, 9:20. I'm like, I gotta get there by like fucking 7 with how this TSA is gonna be, dude. How nice and mess everyone coming back. Brother, sisters, whatever the fuck else. When I got to the airport, there were 4 other fucking cars there. That's it. 4 other cars at drop off, dude. Get out, walk right into the airport. Just got my little handbag in my backpack. I am through TSA in like 12 fucking minutes, dude. I have 2 hours to burn in this airport. And if I didn't mention it, I am dude, I am blazed, dude. I'm fucking I'm the California countryside after August blaze, dude. I'm in fuego. I smoked the entire rest of the weed that I had that morning right before I left. They were replaying Oregon versus UCLA on TV. Forgot how ugly of a game that was. 5 rushing touchdowns. Whew. Damn. Anyhow, so high. I was in the airport and I was like, I need food and I need to not spend money. What am I gonna do? What do you think I did? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah, baby. Them golden arches were all I needed. I was probably at the kiosk for like 20 minutes figuring out what I was doing. But for like $9, dude. Oh, buy one, get one for $1 breakfast. Oh my God. Little egg McMuffin, 2 egg McMuffins, 2 sausage and biscuits, 2 fucking like the sausage biscuit sandwich things, and then like a wrap. Oh my God. So good. So good, dude. Ate like 2 biscuit and sausage and an egg McMuffin, sitting waiting for the plane. Then I got on the plane with my little baggie. It was like, okay, if I can, I might eat this, but I'm also a middle seat, so we'll see. I might just have to wait. Get on the plane, and I'm like group C, right? So I get there and I'm shocked that like there's nobody at the seat yet, right? Sitting there, the next group comes, this like older Asian dude comes, sits down next to me. He seems cool enough. He's sitting on the aisle seat. We're sitting and we're waiting in the next group boards. In the next group, there's no one sitting next to me yet, but this is a full flight. They've already announced that it's a full flight. And they close the door, and then the pilot comes up to us. Not the pilot, but one of the plane people. Definitely not the fucking pilot. He didn't give a shit. One of the plane people came up, and they're like, "Yo, so Christopher in this row." Now my name's not Christopher. I hate to assume things, but I'm really doubting the guy next to me is named Christopher either. We both shake our heads. The guy smiles and says, "It's your lucky day, gentlemen." He's out. Myself and definitely not Christopher look at each other. Knuckle pound, baby. I slide on over to the next seat and relax. I'm rewatching Community on Netflix. I put that up on my phone. I open up my Mickey D's. Brother, it is sky heaven. I am living life large. I'm on the anti-anxiety meds, high as a motherfucker from just the weed alone as well. And boy, oh boy, your boy's living large. Got back to San Jose, man. That was that. What a weekend. What a weekend, man. So much life lived, so much craziness. Very cool, but it was a lot, as you can imagine. And that all just to tell you, I'm sorry for the podcast being late this week. But anyways, let's get into the podcast. No fucking around. Oh man, we're almost out of here. Anyways, almost out of here. Got some sports coming up this week. I'm looking forward to. I guess I don't know. I'm more interested in like there's college football on the horizon. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, can make some treks to some places that would be fun. It would be fun to go all the way out. Best way to honestly, I love traveling for college football games. College football is one of my favorite American traditions. It's so cool, man. Like it really is silly. Like it really is silly, but I do genuinely so enjoy it. It's just awesome, man. It's awesome to explore. Explore the country through the lens of college football. I think personally. I've been to some cool places, a lot of places on the West Coast, obviously. I'd love to start going and exploring more, man. I saw or hard to compete truthfully, but it's still very cool. But it is something I want to be able to do. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to be able to go out to Lubbock, Texas this year. We're on Oregon out there. Um, there's some other trips I'd like to make too. Probably the ones I will make though will be Seattle and obviously Stanford. I mean, I'm fucking here. It'd be absurd of me not to go to that. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to check out. I'm a big boy likes his college. Your boy likes his college football. It's definitely worth going out there and checking out, if you ask me. But yeah, man. What else? Oh, shout out Oregon baseball making it to the college baseball. Making it to a regional. That's sick. Hopefully, you can beat fucking Randy now. Probably won't, but it'd be awesome too. Would be awesome to beat Vandy. Beyond that, man, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the podcast for this week. Hope you don't hate it. Hope you didn't hate the amount of stuff that I was explaining from this weekend. It was a long one, but yeah, appreciate you guys hanging around. Plugs, I guess. Check me out. Obviously, we'll be hosting a trivia every other week, either Splash Bar or Bear Bottle Brewing. This coming week will be Splash Bar downtown San Jose. Check out any San Jose open mics if you want to see me, or actual gig. Come on out to Foxtail Fermentation Project on June 4th, Sunday night. Gonna be hosting that show there. Very excited to be hosting that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm on obviously hosting it. Headliner is the always awesome Mean Dave. Also there will be Kay Chang, Carolyn Hawkins, Remy K. I don't know, maybe no guest drop. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Anything could happen. Probably not, but anything could happen. But yeah, thanks for checking it out, you guys. New next podcast. We'll be back on a regular schedule, I promise. Probably means I'm recording podcasts 2 days in a row, but it happens. It's all right. Anyways, thanks for listening. I appreciate you guys. I should be ashamed of Sam Schmidt. I'm ashamed that I didn't ask you more about yourselves today. I was just talking too much. Anyways, later. Goodbye.